Sports. EA Sports. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the inside give. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. It's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting into the big fella at tight end.
To the ground with the back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Sampson. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running behind that left side. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sampson. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Now, listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Trying to push their way into the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
How impressive has this offense been just hogging the ball? They've just been eating away at the clock. They've been matriculating the football down the field. And here they are scoring a touchdown on their opening possession. The opposing quarterback's like, bro, when am I going to get the ball? When do I get a chance to take the field? That was crazy.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Boston College Eagles offense will get the ball for the 1st time. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Lining up to convert 3rd down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. And the Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Using his legs, it's Richard. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Running back searching for a hole.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
They'll run the counter. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Well, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And when I talk about Miami linebackers, it is a bit of a sore subject for me. We played against the Canes in the Sugar Bowl my senior year in college. I got hit multiple times by multiple Miami linebackers and spent multiple days in an ice tub post-game.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Out of the gun to give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Working the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. And the defense gets to the quarterback. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep, using the quick game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. A 1st down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Finds the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Bringing it back, it's Washington. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to fire on second down. Gets away. Pressure coming. And the sack all the way back at the 5. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On third and long, he'll need to throw it downfield. Pulls it in on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30. Field before he's finally stopped.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
He's looking to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He'll try to do it himself. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run. And the Canes racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
They'll immediately call timeout. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting a sack. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens.
And the Canes will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right foot here in the third quarter.
Well, and the good thing is you had time to go in the locker room. You had time to discuss what they're doing, what our plan of action is now moving forward, Palmer. They might have caught them off guard a little bit. They know they should have made some adjustments.
Yeah, you had a chance to regroup and go back and think about, okay, where do we think we have our best chance of success in this game? Which side of the offensive line can we run to? Which guy can we throw to hopefully now have a much better second half?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. They'll try the run. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Coming after it. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Fires to the middle. The freshman trying to take a shot, but put just a little too much on it. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
Yeah, just playing the field position game. Nice job angling it toward the sideline so it doesn't go into the end zone. That thing rolls down inside the 10. Really nice punt. Yes, I said something positive about punt.
Shadow of the goalpost looming. 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quarterback will audible. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And the Hurricanes get it past the sticks.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen.
He tries to take the top off. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Richard. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Boston College will send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll bring it back. It's Washington. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
That's so frustrating for a quarterback. He sees an open guy, he's ready to rip the football, and then all of a sudden, one of those defensive ends gets their big mitt in the air and knocks it down.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Canes send out the punt unit. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Defense backed up, in this crowd trying to will them to get a big stop late. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College!
saying great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
He'll try the left side. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. Trying to find his man on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the fourth. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Eagles. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
How nice is it as a defense when you've got a corner that can play on an island and be as dominant as this guy has been all game long? We just saw another great example of it right there. Breaking on the ball and knocking it away.
And back to the air on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
One of the reasons this defense is so hard to move the football on, they've got a safety back there who's just reading the QB's eyes, and he's so athletic and so fast. He's able to break passes up, and right now, it's like he's just toying with the quarterback. He's inviting him to try and take some shots, knowing that he's going to get there to disrupt the ball.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Miami.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's going up top here late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Both of these offenses sputtered and stammered like a 73 AMC Pacer.